Hey, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jay Venge, and today we're breaking down the gameplay patch that was released a few days ago in preparation for Season 2 of NBA 2K26. We're gonna dig into what changed, what got buffed or nerfed, and what this means for different playstyles. We're gonna discuss whether this patch actually improves the gameplay, or is it gonna be the end of NBA 2K26. So buckle in, sit tight, and let's get into it, y'all. This Season 2 patch update covers a lot of areas, such as my career, my team, and many more. But in this video, we're only going to talk about the gameplay patch and its impact. First on the list, Ghost Contest is fixed. They tweaked how the contest logic works, so you don't get absurd contest ratings when you're not really contesting. In short, we should see less Ghost Contests being registered. It should improve shooting in the sense that you should get more wide opens and opens being registered when a defender is just standing there and not properly defending you. I actually like this. A defender shouldn't be rewarded if they ain't guarding properly. What's that saying? Hand down, man down. That's how it should be. Alley-oop with random button generalization is now restricted to certain game modes. Random button alley-oops are now limited to Hall of Fame and competitive online modes, such as Ante-Up, Proving Grounds, and Pro-Am. In non-Hall of Fame modes like the Rec, the Park, and the Theater, you will now use a single dedicated finish button, most likely X for the Xbox players and square if you're on PlayStation. I honestly think this is a W, since many people were complaining about how they were missing wide open lobs due to the different buttons popping up and a lack of consistency. Next up, one of the most necessary patch needed in the game, the pull-up fades and rhythm shooting difficulty has increased. Fades are being nerfed due to the community feedback that indicated that it is too easy to make and overly abused by nearly everyone in Season 1. I believe this is one of the biggest concerns of the community, and some even mentioned that it would be the end of NBA 2K26 if they didn't patch fades. Well, let me tell you something. Despite the patch being implemented, fades are still in the game, and tempo fades are still broken. I played on my 7.4 with the 89.3 ball, and I still can hit fades consistently from the mid-range, and even worse, from the 3 with rhythm shooting. It's still a thing, y'all. It took a little adjustment, and it's not as easy to time prior to the patch, but it's still very effective to tempo fade in the game. All I'm saying, if someone like me, who is a casual with a 9 to 5, a family, a dog, and a garden to tend to on a daily basis, can figure this out, what makes you think those who are on the game 20 hours or more each day wouldn't be able to get this down? Once people figure out how to master this updated rhythm shooting with fades, it's gonna be a repeat of Season 1 all over again. I'm just stating the obvious. Blur takeover is toned down significantly. Now the dunking boost is applied to poster machine instead of blur. I think this is another great update to the game. In Season 1, once someone had the blur takeover activated, it was GG's. It made rim running very effective with that batch and nearly impossible to stop. However, with the recent patch implemented, one of my homies was testing out the blur takeover and told me that it was toned down significantly. I had to test it out for myself, and also noticed that the green window to dunk is a lot smaller prior to the patch update. Before the patch, your entire dunk meter was nearly full, which made it too easy and too effective to green all your dunks. That's not the case anymore. Hopefully with this patch, we'll see less players forcing their way to the paint just because they have the blur takeover activated. Moving on, there are improvements made to ball collision detection when dribbling into a defender. This patch is super OD. People out here getting steals left to right. Some of these steals are ridiculous and needs to be nerfed a little bit. For example, when you get a rebound and people are spamming the X button, they will be rewarded with a steal in most cases. Another example, say you're dribbling up the court. You can be easily rewarded with a steal if you run full speed into the dribbler where the ball's at. This doesn't always happen, but it does occur a little too much in my opinion. I can see this change drastically affecting the gameplay for Season 2. I believe in the next patch or so, this needs to get toned down. Lastly, the behind the back escape in the normal dribble package is removed. This patch mainly affects those with bigs that have at least a 40 ball handle, which unlocks the normal dribble package. I never thought this move was an issue in the game, and I don't understand why they would take it out of the game. But that's just 2K for y'all. Let's keep it real, y'all. No patch is perfect. Here's what I see as the pros and cons of the new patch update. Starting off with the pros of this recent patch. With the buff to on-ball defense and bump steals, crabbing is out of the game. When a player is attempting to crab you, this involves spamming dribble moves, which will cause the ball to hit the defender and leading most likely to a turnover. With crabbing not being as effective as before, we should see guards play the game cleaner, avoiding this exploit in the game. Also, with the green window tighter for rhythm shooting, we'll probably see less players use it and more players may start shooting with the button. This will probably lead to more missed shots and a more enjoyable gameplay, given that now there's no significant advantage for rhythm shooting compared to button shooting. Here are the cons. Despite the changes to rhythm shooting having a tighter green window, people can still master tempo fades. Fades from deep will still be a thing in the game, just not as much since now it will require some skills to green those shots consistently. I can see bump steals being an issue for Season 2. It's a little too much, and I hope they tone it down a bit before things get out of hand. We're about to start Season 2, and these patches should keep the game interesting, and not as annoying as last season when everyone was nearly tempo fading from deep, especially when they got their deep bomber takeover activated. That combination was nearly unguardable and ruined Season 1 for me. I'm pretty sure it ruined it for everybody too. So what's the verdict? I think this patch is a step in the right direction. This patch should make Season 2 much more enjoyable than Season 1, where fades from deep became your daily nightmare whenever you hopped on the game. Crabbing may be out of the game, and that's great, but body or bump steals will be something that we need to monitor. People are going to be annoyed by this. It's just a matter of who it's going to benefit most and which end of the stick you're on. And lastly, there will always be players finding ways to exploit this game, especially with tempo fades still in the game. And I said it before and I'll say it again, tempo fades from deep will still be in Season 2. Alright y'all, that's my breakdown for the video. If you like this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, drop a comment, and let me know what y'all think about the recent patch. What change will mess with the game the most? I'll be experimenting with the new gameplay changes, so expect more vids to drop soon. Until next time, stay sharp and go ham in Season 2. Peace out y'all.